Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, and today I thought I'd share with you something my friends John and Sarah sent me from the channel Two Doves, Bees and Gardens. Go and check out their channel and you will see some great content. And they sent me, amongst some seeds, the whole seed catalogue, so I can look through that. And I did briefly show it on my other channel, New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus. I did show the unboxing of it and flicked through it, but I thought I would look deeper into it while I'm doing this live, so you can have a little look as well if you haven't seen it. This is the Rare Seeds Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds catalogue, and one of the seeds they sent me was this one. And it was quite useful, really, looking through the catalogue, because a couple of the seeds they sent me, I didn't know what they were. And this one says it's nicknamed the Vitamin Green, and rightfully so. This gourmet green is known as one of the richest sources of vitamin C, and it's with other incredible vitamins, minerals, health-promoting compounds. It also boasts lowering the risk of some cancers and also promotes eye health. You won't have to bargain with your kids to get them to eat this veggie. It's super sweet, easy to love, with a mild and refreshing flavour. The low-grown rosettes are comprised of tiny, glossy, spoon-shaped leaves that boast crisp and juicy mouthfeel. So that's one of the things. They've got tiny bok choy. I have there tiny bok choy. Look quite sweet, don't they? And that says perfectly miniature bok choy. Stuff several in the steamer basket or pop one into your mouth for a nutritious snack. The extra dwarf heads are famous across China and even long popular in the US markets and restaurants. And there's more about that, and that's what I like about this. There's lots of information on each thing, and there's recipes in here as well, lots of recipes. And I like seeing all the different varieties of things. The thumbnail I used for this live, I actually had both of those sent to me by channel Black's Tropical Homestead, and I actually won, and it's the carrots that you see on the thumbnail and the tomatoes, which are pineapple tomatoes, and they're in this book too. So this one is Red Rat's Tail. This is a radish here. If you actually have any what I would call different varieties of things, do put a comment below and tell me what you've got. This Red Rat's Tail says completely unique. It's prized for its many tender, crisp, purplish seed pods rather than its root. Now, I do always tell you what leaves you can eat of vegetables, and also a lot of seeds of vegetables are edible, such as radish. The plants are exceptionally easy to grow and highly rewarding, producing oodles of lightly spicy pods that can be compared to a pungent green bean. Pick pods when they're tender and young, about 5 to 6 inches long. They can even be eaten raw, cooked, or even pickled. There's that. Let's see what else. They've got flowers as well, which is really nice to learn about all the different flowers. Now, I forgot I was going to actually put my phone on filming so you can see the book. I forgot to do that. I wonder if I can turn you around, put you down there. You're not going to see it very well. There we go. So I've got some different varieties there. different flowers. Move you around a bit more. Let's see. Stunning colour. Got there. Very nice. I would have liked an index in this, would have been quite useful. An index would have been super. And I feel some of the pictures with people in are a bit, I wouldn't say AI as such, but they Photoshop things into some of the pictures, as in the people holding some of the things. So we've got strawberry spinach there. That looks really nice. Strawberry spinach. What does that say? Old-fashioned plant that is poised for a comeback. Native to moist mountain villages of North America, but also popular in Europe, dating back to the 1600s. As I say, lots of recipes here. Malabar spinach. I grow Malabar spinach. I grow so much Malabar spinach. And once you buy one, or you get the seeds of one, you'll never need to buy seeds again. Different squash. This one's quite good. I like the funny shapes of different squash, but I wouldn't get them. They're so hard to prepare, some of them, but they do look very nice if you're doing, say, a party or a meal for guests. They look quite good, but practically it doesn't really work, I feel. Got different zucchinis. Let's jump a bit. This is pumpkin and squash. We've got sunflowers. All different types of sunflowers. Some sunflower seeds are not edible, by the way, so be sure if you're buying sunflower seeds for eating the seeds, do know what can and can't be eaten. I'm not sure if this catalogue tells you that. I would hope they do. Sweet peas and Swiss chard. I grow lots of chard. I've got the white stem chard I grow. Thyme, my favourite smelling herb. I love thyme. I've got thyme. Oh, these. I want to get some of these. I didn't know about these until I saw the catalogue. It's tomatillo. It says a must for salsa and sauces. No, that's not the one. Let's find the one I wanted to get. Here. Wrong. Take that back. Rewind. This is what I wanted to get. These. It's tomalio, it says. Let's show you that. There. Tomalio, I think is how you pronounce it. I've never heard of these. This is what I want to get. One of the easiest fruits to grow indoors or in a pot. This distant cousin of the tomato is a small herbaceous shrub and produces tons of small berries that taste like apricots and vanilla. So that is what I would like to get. Tropical flavour, the dwarf version. 100 days, sweet tangy fruit in abundance. When fully ripe, each fruit is a deep golden orange. Very sweet, fruity, tropical flavour with overtones of pineapple. And they say they're ideal for juicing, pies, preserves, whipped into smoothies, or eaten out of the hand. The foliage is very fragrant, and at all stages the plant's very lovely and ornamental. The South American native produces well in Missouri gardens. We start these like tomatoes, super easy to grow in frost-free conditions. it eventually grows into a small tree. So that is on my wish list. I have to go around Cyprus garden centres and see if they have that. I would like to get that. Need to mark that page. So I need to write that down. Let's put a bookmark in there. And I can get that. And then we all know probably by now, all the different sorts of tomatoes you can get, different colours, different taste. One of the YouTubers I watch, he used to grow all different colours and varieties, like the black tomatoes and everything. And the only thing with that was he said that they never tasted very nice, different colour fancy ones. But we all have our own opinions. So tell me, what weird variety or colour of any fruit or vegetable have you grown that tasted really nice? Have you got any recommendations? And let me know in the comments. So yes, we have these weird ones, these orange ones here, some weird shapes. Let's jump again. Oh, lots of tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. What have we got here? Turnips. This one looks quite good. Don't know if you can see that one. This one. It's a 50-day white turnip. Traditional vegetable of Japan. We've got different ones here. Oh, look, this one looks like, I would have said it was a radish, this top one here by my thumb. And this says it's a Japanese turnip with slender roots and a vibrant magenta colour. Adds a splash of pink colour to pickles, stir fries and salads. And that's quite fun. We've got an orangey colour one here. They're just so lovely to look through all these. We've got watercress, watermelons, wheat. Let's jump a bit again. Got some flowers. Some different flowers here. I'm just learning more about flowers. I've got so many flower seeds this year. I'm just trying a few of all of them and then see what grows well here. All different weird and wonderful fruits and vegetables. More flowers. Beans. Borage. This grows wild in Cyprus. Makes me laugh how many wildflowers we have here that grow on my land that people pay money for seeds. Probably like anything, what some countries think are quite rare, other people can't get rid of in their grounds. We've got Calabrese green sprouting broccoli. Got different types of broccoli here. Chinese broccoli, butterfly pea, that grows wild here, the purple one. Cabbage. Now my cabbage I'm growing, it doesn't seem to be going into the ball. Do I just have to wait? Why is it not going into a ball? Yes, I'm sure some of these aren't as big as they appear in the pictures when they've got people. For instance, let me put this back up and turn you round so I can see what I'm showing you. For example, do we think if you bought this seed, they would all grow to that size? Really? I'd like verification of that, because you see the same few people in the pictures and they've obviously, as I say, I'm pretty sure some stuff's just been photoshopped. Really? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. What does it say? This giant cabbage was once a premier crop in Japan. It has natural sweetness and stays tender as it grows to its immense size. The growers report averages of 17 to 37 pounds each, or given up to 44 pounds in optimal growing conditions. Try making a cabbage roll. It will fill a platter. I don't know. I mean, if you use fertilizers and all the things good homesteaders wouldn't use, and all these growing compounds that you can buy and falsify the growing, then yes, I suppose it could be possible. You know, like people grow things for shows sometimes, but they use all sorts of weird and wonderful chemicals on them in order to get these big sizes. It says, what a showstopper. This big friendly giant will be your kid's next best friend. This giant cabbage was once a premier crop in Japan. Notice as a unique variety since the 1800s, it was almost lost to history. Growers report averages of 17 to 37 pounds, that's a big difference, or even up to 44 pounds in optimal growing conditions. Not popular for its size only. The giant has won gold medals in Japanese taste test. This is the thing as well. If you grow things too big, they're not as good, such as beetroots or kohlrabi. If you let them get too big, radish even, if you let them go too big, they're not as tasty. So it's not always a good thing. It says it has natural sweetness and stays tender as it grows to its immense size. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you know about some of these things that they state are going to grow so big. And it just says reported. It doesn't say that's the size you will get them. So have you ever tried growing any of these? Where are we? What else have we got? More flowers. Calendula. There. I'm talking about Photoshop things. I've just been watching some videos where special effects people have YouTube channels and they talk about AI, how you can spot AI, and they reckon 90% now on videos like YouTubers, Instagram, Facebook, all those sort of things, 90% of videos put up are fake videos. So if you see something, you go, wow. And they said more than likely, if it's a short, it is normally AI now. If it's longer, there's less likely. So if it's a full video. And if you see something amazing and you put it up as a short, why haven't they got a full video of this amazing thing? It's because it's AI. It's too difficult to make a full video of AI. Canterbury bells. I've just bought seeds of these. Canterbury bells. If you watch my other channel, New Beginnings, My Everyday Life in Rural Cyprus, you'll see all the flower seeds I bought and you can watch if they're growing, what grows well. This says, amazing huge flowers, elegant and graceful. These delicate flowers are native to Southern Europe and have long been enjoyed in landscapes and cut flower arrangements. Canterbury bells are biennial, meaning the large showy blooms will appear in the plant's second year. I didn't know that. Deluxe rainbow mix. Incredible huge flowers, tall spikes of long-lasting bell-shaped flowers feature rich tons of purple, lavender, plum, pink and white to cream. A cottage garden staple for centuries. Makes a fine cut flower. So yeah, I've got some of those Canterbury bells. As I say, I don't know much about flowers. It's my first year of really doing flowers. I grow vegetables. So I thought I would just have a go, and I don't pick them by reading if they're annual, biannual, where they should go. I just look at the picture on the seed packet, go, they're pretty, I like those. Then I come home, look it all up, what to do, where to put them, and I just like a massive colour. So then I'm doing most of them in pots this year, separate pots, each one, and just see kind of how that goes. That's what I'm doing this year, to see, just to learn about them more than anything first this year. Carrots. Oh, I have so many carrots this year. So many carrots growing already. Oh, I like this red one. As I've grown the yellow ones. Aztec, I think they're called, the yellow ones. But these are red. They look quite fancy. You'd get those mixed up with my radish. These ones say Japanese type, sweet red carrot, silky red carrots. Traditionally eaten on the Japanese New Year. Interesting. Often carved into the shape of a plum blossom to represent fertility in the coming year. The carrots have exceptional texture, very sweet, slightly watermelon flavour. Perfect variety for late summer or fall or winter gardening. The bright red colour becomes much darker when grown in the winter. It will not do well if planted in spring. Long tapered roots grow 10 to 16 inches. Good for roasting, grilling, dessert, and fresh juicing. The finest flavoured carrot on the planet. See again. Is that believable? Is it? The only thing I know that grows incredibly long are different forms of snake beans. I think most of you call them. Really? What does it say? From Japan, super long carrot from Japan, descended from the ancient Japanese long carrot types. This variety is sweet, especially when harvested after full frost. We say roots easily reach 2 to 6 feet in length when grown in the right soil. There's always a disclaimer. Fantastic choice for market or the giant vegetable growers, sure to be a hit at your country fair. Now, if they're that long, if you grow carrots, you've got to have very fine soil that will be so the roots can go straight down. You've got to have very good, deep, fine soil for them to grow that long in the ground. You're going to tell me they can grow all that way down without hitting stones, rocks, harder soil. It says our longest carrot last season was over 6 foot long. I'd like to see footage of that, thank you, and not as a short. Not as a short, thank you very much. But wouldn't that be hard in the middle as well? Or aren't you going to get bugs? That's the other thing. If you have root growing crops, the earwigs and the wood lice and things get to them first, surely. But again, tell me in the comments if you grow any of these giant size things. What else we got? Ox heart, massive heart-shaped roots grow to 1 pound each year. That's that one there. There. Small round carrots, not a fan. Again, as I say, they get hard in the middle. I prefer long ones. Oh, I don't like these black carrots. It's like the black tomatoes. The look of them, for me personally, I don't think are appetising. If I had that on my plate, I wouldn't be very happy. I wouldn't be happy with that one. Then we got recipes, tips, cauliflowers. You got purple cauliflowers. More recipes, celery and celeriac. different things here. Chinese celery there. Oh, we've got the history of a lot of things like celery. There's all the history of that. I like those. I haven't read all of this yet. Now this, I think this is an American thing, if I remember reading rightly before. It's a thing you call ants on a log. I've never heard of this. So again, if you know this and you're American, then do let me know in the comments. Ants on a log. Never heard of such a thing. And that's why I like learning about different countries. And it says, when life gives you celery, we say, make ants on a log. Here are some of our ideas for a new flavour spins on the classic American after-school snack. We use giant red celery to make these snacks. It's an old European variety with an eye appeal and a better flavour than typical grocery store celery. Oh, it's raisins. Ant on a log, it's raisins. They put, I guess you could put anything in. They've used celery, curry powder. You could use peanut butter. What have they used here? White beans they've used for the ants on that one. And dried gojis they've used on the middle one. Not something I think I'll try. Chamomile. I've sown some chamomile. So I think that's coming up. Chamomile. Garlic, chives. I've got both of those. Clover. That's pretty. Cilantro. I've got cilantro. Yes, now this is something people don't know. I've done this years ago. I talked about this. Cilantro, a herb that doubles duty in the garden. The flavoured leaves are cilantro. Now we call that coriander. But it's only coriander is the seeds. So it's a herb and a spice combined. But we just say coriander. But the leaves are cilantro. Coriander is the seed. So what does it say? The flavoured leaves are cilantro. They offer a complex flavour to the number of dishes, while the seeds are known as coriander and utilised as a spice. So as I say, we just say coriander, but technically that's the seed. The plants prefer cool weather and will bolt in the heat of summer. Plant seed in succession throughout the season for a steady supply of the distinct and useful herb, a delicious and medicinal herb that really brings salsas and curries alive with flavour. This is pretty. Red feather clover. And there, it's quite pretty. And there's the other clover up there. Then we have coxcomb. We've got different varieties. Different ones there. And there, got a bit of a shine on the book there. Nature's food colour. Oh, yes, look. We'll put different colours out of it. What does that say? 85 days. These feathery ones come in stunning mix of fruity tones from raspberry to lemon, tangerine and cherry. The extra dwarf plants reach 8 to 10 inches tall and 6 to 8 inches wide. Tuck these tidy plants into pots, beds and borders. While the most carefree flowers, they're both heat and drought tolerant, Oh, I should grow those then. If it's heat tolerant and drought tolerant. What are they called? Oh, that's Plumsa Glorious Mix version. Very nice. Nice. I can see why I've seen videos of on channels on YouTube where you get a catalogue and then you do a haul, seed haul, and you've got thousands of seeds there. I can't order from the catalogue. They won't ship to Cyprus, which is very sad. Oh, sweet corn. This was the first thing I did of varying colours. You know, you get all your different colour variety ones. I do like those when they come in different colours, in multiple colour corn, the Americans say. We call them sweet corn. Yes, here's some more. So we've got that. That looks like sweets. They've got all your different sweet corn colours. So they're quite fun. I do like those. Not so sure about the black ones as such. Well, here's some more. We've got some different ones there. I do grow sweet corn or corn. Oh, more colours. Blue one's quite interesting. Different ones there. More colours, reds. And then more flowers, cosmos flowers. Cowpeas, beans. I'm not into all these different types of beans. I like what we call runner beans, like green beans, but not actual beans. Cucumber. Amazingly big cucumber. Surely the taste is compromised. Surely. And by the time you've grown one, you've got to have a family dinner, haven't you, to use it? Because they don't keep really once you've cut them. It says the long slender fruit is best harvested at 12 to 18 inches. However, it can grow much longer if left on the vine. So I can't see the purpose other than fun. Yeah, other than fun. I don't know. So more cucumbers, Boston pickling cucumber, and more flowers. So I thought I would just come on here, and as I wanted to flick through and look at a few more bits of the catalogue, I thought I'd just do it as my live and share it with you. As I say, do comment below on any of the points I've mentioned. Give me your experience of it. Or if you haven't grown any of these super giant ones, then tell me what your thoughts are of that. And also, if you can't freeze it or pickle it, why would you even do it apart from fun? And if you do shows, I don't know if any of you, I don't think anyone that I watch does these vegetable shows or county shows where you win a prize for the biggest and the best and all that. But if you do, there must be rules now as to what varieties. I don't know. So drop your comments. Tell me what you're growing. Tell me what you would love to grow, but you can't get the seeds for it, because that happens to me a lot. There's lots of things I can't grow because I can't get the seeds for it. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and share this channel. And until next time, as always, Meraki.